Bam Bam, we thank you for everything, but we'll see you on the other side.
Having Bam Bam around here has been great. He's done his job making his babies, helping me mow the yard, keeping the fence line clean. But unfortunately it's that time, and we just made the decision and we're just gonna go with it.
Today is a very big day here for all of us. I'm about to go say my goodbyes to Bam Bam. He served his purpose here, and I remember the day that Jason, well, he didn't tell me he was gonna to go pick him up at all. I think he sent me a text with a picture. Then I arrived home and we had a new goat. I didn't grow up hunting and eating like, you know, wild animals like Jason and Jared did. I grew up more in the city. You know, all the meat that we bought from Walmart or, you know, a local grocery store. And so for us to think about eating Bam Bam, that was a huge deal for me.
This is definitely a bittersweet day. Bam Bam is hanging out with his buddies for the last day here, and he served his purpose. He's done well. He's done everything we needed, but it's just at the point where we got to say goodbye. He needs to move on to new pastures, if you want to call it that. And he just got to, he needs to go serve his purpose somewhere else. He's definitely not a bad guy. We don't want to say that he's the worst goat ever or anything like that. He's not fitting in here. He's served his purpose, and we're just focusing more on the little guys than him.
Just that time of year we decided to make new moves, and this is one of them.
Bam Bam, we love you, and it breaks our hearts to say goodbye, but we know that you're going to be in a better place.
Let's say our goodbyes to Bam Bam. Bam Bam, you've done well, buddy. You've done well. We appreciate you, buddy. We appreciate everything you've done for us. We love you and we thank you. So, even though today is kind of a thank you video to Bam Bam and a goodbye video, we still have to take care of all the guys we have here. So, let's check the little babies, see how they're doing on their second day here at the farm. So the little guys made it through the first night, which is great. We're not a huge fan of like out with the old in with the new, just get rid of Bam Bam, get something new. But 2019 is the year that we are trying to make this the year to remember, the year where you get to start fresh. So we're looking more for chicks and less for goats like Bam Bam. So it is what it is. This is the homesteading life. You do what, you know, fits your needs. You don't worry about what anyone else's life, you know, has to offer you or anything like that. It's what your life can offer yourself. So that's what we're going with. And these chicks right here will either get us eggs or be supper if they're roosters. So it's just the life we live, and it's just a part of nature, I guess. Even though it's a weird day of saying goodbye, life moves on, so we're gonna build a little shelter real quick.
before, BB, our blind cat, loves all the farm animals, and so I put her in the garden with the rabbit, and she's just chasing the rabbit, and right now she's playing with the dogs. Really let her outside. Sometimes I'll put her on a leash for just a minute, but we gave all the animals a bunch of scraps. They are loving it. Bam Bam's enjoying his last meal here.
We've built it out this far so far. This far so far. As you saw, Jaylena had fun with the cat. Jared's feeding the goats and stuff some popcorn and whatnot. But this is going well. I think it's gonna work for what we need it to. We're gonna put the top on. It's got a little bit of a slant. I think we have some shingles in the barn that we can put on top, and then we'll pimp out the outside, but looking good so far.
Bro.
I didn't know you were gonna keep doing
Y'all didn't even spell Crocker right.
Who's Howard Farms?
Jason, Jaylena, I know this is going to be hard for you, but these are really, really good pieces of meat. Jared, you got to check these out. No, it's not Bam Bam. We're the Howards, and we're adopting Bam Bam.
Guys, now you know why we have such a messed up sense of humor, because we live next to these guys. These are our awesome neighbors that we talked to you guys about.
Hi, guys.
This is Tom.
Tom. My wife's Rhonda. She's in the house.
And his sister Karen is the one that's been making the cakes for us, because we've been giving them the duck eggs. So it's about time we introduce you to them. I was talking to Tom the other day across the fence, and I was telling him about Bam Bam, and we were about to put him in the freezer, and I just joked and said, hey, he's going in the freezer unless you want him, and just joking. And then Tom took a picture, talked to his wife, and now here we are.
I had been wanting to get a goat, and I didn't know the first thing about them. So I asked Jared and Jaylena and Jason all about them to try to learn what to do and what not to do. My wife didn't want one unless we had shelter for it and water, and that's a big ordeal. Well, Jason and Jared and Jaylena said, we'll build them a house. Well, they didn't just build a little lean-to. They built a mini condo with a porch and a covered area and a window and, of course, Howard Farms, a sign on the side with the United States flag on it.
Had to make it official.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love
Texas
it.
flag.
Texas flag. Yeah.
So we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We're gonna eat some steak, and then let's check them out real quick. Look at these. Man, that's crazy.
That really looks like something you see on the Flintstones.
And yes, because I know everyone's gonna say it, everything is bigger in Texas.
That's right.
Look
True
at
dat.
this.
True
That
that.
is awesome.
What do you guys think? Please leave us a comment if you thought that was Bam Bam on there. We've been telling them for a while, about our animals and stuff, but I think we've convinced them to maybe get some chickens.
Yes,
some
we're gonna
ducks.
get chickens
Maybe
and
some ducks. So we're extremely excited about that.
We're really, really happy for Bam Bam. We think he's gonna have a good home here. He served his purpose on our farm, and now he'll serve a purpose here on the Howard farm.
Now I've got to find him a girlfriend. So if anybody out there knows of what kind of goat is it again?
Pygmy.
A pygmy goat, a female, I need to hook him up so he'll stick around. Because two things a goat needs, according to Jared and Jason: food and women. Help a brother out.
I'm still looking for a woman, but I think Diamond needs to make a
Yeah. Do you guys
cameo.
want to go meet Tom and Rhonda's new dog? You guys are gonna freak out.
We got this dog from Walnut Grove Golden Retrievers in McKinney, Texas. And James Evans is an awesome guy. He's really, really good with the dogs. We got a rescue dog from Jason too, and they had a little dog we called Milo, and my little sister took him away from us, so she's actually taken over Milo. And I got a hunting dog now, a golden retriever that's an English cream. Rhonda's out there walking her right now. Her name's Diamond Thunder, and we love her.
Come on, Diamond.
There you go, Diamond.
It smells so good in there. I am 100% cheating on my diet today.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good looking am I?
Oh, you're gonna get that comment. You already know.
I'm pretty sure I'm a 10, but I want y'all's opinions.
11. Borderline 11.
My neighbors say I'm borderline 11 right now. I want your opinion. I think I'm at least a 15.
So something you guys may not know, that's something extra special about our awesome neighbors.
Even more special.
They did a shed house too.
We didn't even know them, and when Jaylee and I were looking for property, we got the wrong address, and we were pulling up, and I was just like, well, this isn't really what we saw online. And then as we're driving up the little street, we see their house.
We should
and
totally do a fake high five right now.
and we didn't know.
Yes.
And we didn't know, if we were gonna be able to do this or what. And then we saw their house, and it inspired us to finish ours. So, how about we give them the chance to tell you why they did it?
Well, Rhonda and I are nurses, and I started off as a paramedic in 1988. Rhonda was a nurse since '87. We met in the Arctic Circle in Alaska, both from Texas, and we traveled all around. We went to the Iditarod in Nome, Alaska, and worked there. We worked in Galveston. We worked all over the United States. And then we realized in our 60s we weren't ready to retire. We had been traveling so much we didn't know what we were going to do, and we kind of panicked. And Rhonda and I were living with our son Johnny until we found a place, and we just had this scatterbrain idea. Let's get a piece of land, let's build our own. Now you've got to remember, we've never built anything. I'm not a plumber, I'm not an electrician. That's why I'm where you don't have to have code. and Rhonda has a family of construction people, but she personally has not done a lot of that. We bought a shell. Well, first we bought a piece of land, and we got real excited because it was 2 acres and it's much more than we even need. And we went and got a shell, and we went to Ormita Cabins, right? Ormita Cabins is in Kyle, Texas by Austin. They have 3 or 4 different shells that you can pick from. People get them for hunting cabins, but we got ours with a bay window on each end because we wanted that curb appeal and something that we could turn into a home.
I fell in love with it.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons we picked this model. This model with Ormita Cabins had a really good curb appeal. We went and picked it out, and it was like we were starting in our 20s. That's how it felt. It felt so good to be able to say, hey, we just bought our home. We've got a land, and now we've got home. Well, the shell was like $25,000. We just checked on Zillow, and Zillow has...
She had to turn it down a minute.
Zillow has us listed for over $178,000. We paid $25,000. We did all the work ourselves for about $10,000. So you can see that even in your 60s, it's not too late to do something like this, because we really were worried about our retirement, what we were going to do for retirement. Now, if we have to do a reverse mortgage or whatever later on in life, we're set. All we've got to do is pay this off, and it's paid off in a year, and take care of it. Keep adding on to it. So it was the smartest thing we ever did. It gave us a start to our retirement, and we love it out here. We've got the best neighbors we've ever had, and
We paid him to say that.
I'll pay you later.
We definitely have the best neighbors.
Oh yeah,
Best.
and
Very best.
we're very.
They're probably talking about the
excited.
neighbors over there, not us.
How much
$1 million trillion.
in with one word, how can you describe how much work it is to do this?
When you don't know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Hey, people always ask us, well, can you get these things insured? Can you get insurance for them?
I just insured mine with Travelers Insurance, $220,000. This is a $25,000 shell. They're not insuring the land, they're insuring the buildings. So we didn't have enough room inside to have our own closet. We added a 16 by 20 building and made it a laundry room closet. They insured that. They insured the garage that we got from Winslow's, the metal garage. They insured the carport, which it's hard to get someone to insure a detached garage carport. Travelers insured the whole thing, and if anything happened tomorrow, God forbid, it would kill us because we put so much work into this place.
But you can sleep
it will
at night.
be okay.
Yeah, you can sleep at night knowing that it's going to be taken care
Yeah,
of.
we won't have to be without.
Let me ask you one thing.
Uh-oh. This is going to be good.
And they came out
Look
and
at Rhonda with all that
surveyed.
food.
The smaller corn stuff is corn on the cob.
Someone
Hey.
brought the party.
Guys, I don't know if we're going to be able to make it after today. If we quit vlogging, it's because of these guys.
We might have to
Look at these.
take a day to recover tomorrow.
Look at these plates. Are you kidding me?
Butter? I put the butter.
Salt and pepper?
Jaylene,
Yeah.
are you still cheating on your diet?
Yes, very hard.
I think those pictures are going to be so freaking awesome.
Look. You're done.
Even their dog eats better than us on a daily basis, guys. Hopefully you can see us right now, but we're all stuffed. We all been hanging out. We're gonna do some more drinking. We got our goodie bags. We barely even made a dent in this, guys. So thank you, Tom.
Thank you for coming. Y'all rock.
And so leave some comments below what you guys think of our neighbors. And we're gonna do, sometime soon, we'll do a tour of their house and show you guys what they're up to. Guys, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.